kilometers to turn his bridge.
3 Kilometer. Ich bin German, non-gut English sprechen.
Afraid I didn't understand.
2 miles unten der Straße.
What's happening here, madam?
Nothing. Touching ein black boy. But covered 20 virgins out at Peterson's place.
Cutting what?
Yeah, the balls out of that negra. Oh, that stud's through. Songs, we use for gelding.
Atrocious to make a man suffer that way.
Nein, Negroes, they don't feel nothing.
Alright, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. Unto the Israelite foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. As you saw in the beginning of this video, I wanted to put more, but I could use that for another show. That was from a movie called Goodbye Uncle Tom. That came out in 1971. Very excellent movie when it comes down to slavery. That particular movie was filmed in Haiti and is banned in America. They didn't put it out on the big screen, because if they had put it on the big screen, the people would have lost it. But that whole particular movie is an insult, a slap to the face, a reminder of who we're dealing with and how much they do care about us. And that particular scene that I filmed, it was a scene of this guy was going to different plantations, interviewing all slave owners and so forth, and he had stumbled upon a German woman, and as you can see, you could hear that the woman was saying that particular male, he was caught sleeping with a lot of virgins in the other plantation. So his punishment was to get his rod cut off. All right, and everybody, I cut a lot of it, because YouTube is acting real gay lately, but I cut a lot of part of it, and they didn't show him get his rod cut off, but they made you hear it. And her reaction was at the end of that particular video was that's how they treated us. That's how they treated you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. So when it boils down to it, events like that and other events that took place in slavery, this is where this come about. So the definition is trauma. Trauma, a deeply distressing or disturbing experience. Slavery was a deeply distressing, disturbance. This slavery was, in fact, the worst experience that our people could ever have felt. All right. There's no cure for it. There was no therapy, obviously. People like to tell you when certain things happen to a person, they need to go to therapy. There was no therapy for the fact of, if your ancestors came from slavery, how the children are supposed to cope. All right, because that thing is a everlasting generational effect. All right, and you got your medical term is physical injury, which that's what happened, and that was one of the scenes that I wanted to capture, because that wasn't that wasn't a intentional injury. That wasn't an intentional assert, but it was an intentional injury to show him basically he can't do what he want to do. Another film to look at, to remember, is Roots, with this guy John Amos played the older version of him, but the younger version I believe is Lamont. Damn, this guy, Reading Rainbow guy. Well, it came out in 1979 to the 80s, I believe the 80s. and Kuta Kinte had ran away from slavery. He ran a couple times, and at the end they chopped off his foot. So with that being said, how is somebody supposed to get over this, things like that? Let alone generational oppression. Okay, just a constant reminder that who you are, who your ancestors are at all times. There's no end to it. All right. Matter of fact, let me go to the scripture that I was thinking about. I'm gonna make this short. Jeremiah 30, I believe it's right. Jeremiah 30 and 20. For thus saith the Lord, thy bruise is incurable, thy wound is grievous. There's none to plead thy cause, that they mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines. All right, this wound is a wound of which this is a deadly wound that the Lord had did unto us, man. He put us into hardcore slavery. All right, where majority of people today will not last a second, but our people, because of the punishment that the Lord had promised unto us. Matter of fact, I should have started with that one. Sorry. All right, Daniel's 9 and 12. It says, He hath confirmed his words which he spake against us and against our judges that judge us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven has been done unto Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. So out of the whole heavens, meaning in earth, the things that have been done unto the Lord's people, that has not been done to any other people. All right. And that was just an inkling of the things that they did. There's far more worse, grievous things that they did other than chopping a man's rod off, which is one of the sickest things that you could ever see in your life. But this man he's gotten busy on us, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has not forgotten the things that this man has done. We may have forgotten, but he did it to us. All right? But the Lord did not forget. Matter of fact, I guess I'm going to make this short because there's more. Amos, I believe it's Amos 2 and 8. I'm sorry. Micah 2 and 8. I'll get it. The scripture I'm thinking about. And that particular movie, that's a must see. If you haven't seen it, it's a must see. Ever so often, brothers gotta put their mindset to watch that again, because it's gruesome. All right, it's a gruesome film to watch. Zechariah 2 and 6. Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north, saith the Lord. For I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heaven, saith the Lord. The Lord has spread us by the four winds. How did he do that? He put us into cargo slavery, all right? Which, that's what Daniel's 9 and 12 stated. The Lord confirmed the words. What's the words that the Lord had confirmed? Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. All right, 15 on down. That's how you know we are the biblical Israelites, man. The reaction, the things that you see on television, the things that you hear about, like the brother had showed on World Star Hip Hop, Negroes, and I believe it was a party after a Super Bowl party, whatever, and niggas was acting like animals, and people like look at them like, yo, they acting like animals, but not understanding that the reason why they act the way they act is because of that trauma. Because our people has PTSD, all right? Post-traumatic syndrome. That's the scientific term. So the reactions that they have, the anger that they feel, is not of a normal situation. But let me read on. It said, deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. And that's us. We dwell with the daughter of Babylon. That daughter of Babylon, according to Psalms 137, and I believe it's 7. Sorry. It's talking about Esau, Edom. All right. That's the daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. For thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, power of hosts, after the glory have he sent me unto the nations which have spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. So those that touched us, which is these other nations, all right, they all got down. They're the most gruesome acts towards our people, man. Matter of fact, me continue back in Jeremiah 30, because once they see what they was capable of getting away with, they continuously did what they did. It says, verse 14, Jeremiah 30:14. All thy lovers have forgotten thee. They seek thee not, for I have wounded thee with a wound of an enemy. And that all the acts of slavery, of the things of slavery, was the act of an enemy. All right? And the Lord allowed that to happen to punish us for what we did unto him. Okay? So with a chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thy iniquity, because thy sins were increased. So you touched the apple of the Lord's eye. You went further. All right? You took it another level. You had the opportunity to take us down and made us slavery. But then you took it further by your acts. That clip that I showed, that was not something you're supposed to do to any man. All right? No man's supposed to be getting his rod cut off because of whatever situation. That's not supposed to happen. But they did it. All right? They did these acts towards us. Because the Lord allowed it to happen. And the Lord is pissed off because they went further. All right? Matter of fact, let me go to Amos 1:11. I'm sorry. It should be back to Zechariah 2:8. Matter of fact, as 1. I'm sorry. Zechariah 1:15. I'm very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased. So the Lord was pissed off at us, but for a little moment. And they helped forward the affliction. And that's what we see. All right? And we still see it to this day. And it's not only this man helped forward affliction, he even made it worse for us, man. He took it to another level lately. And he's going to continuously go on because the Lord is allowing him to do these things because the Lord he's touching the apple of the Lord's eye. So this is a catch-22. All right? Like I said, I'm going to make this short. All brothers should know these scriptures by now. Just wanted to prove a point. Revelations 13:9 says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. And did not Esau lead us into captivity? Did not Esau did the most heinous acts, having dogs tear us into pieces? Did not Esau himself took the children? He took the children. He raped the children. He raped the women. He raped the men, buck breaking. He took the women that was pregnant and tied them up, lift them up upside down, cut open their stomachs. Baby comes out, stomp the heads in. This is the acts of this man. So everything that he have done, except for the castration, we're not gonna do that to him, because that's not right. But we're gonna do him dirt. He's gonna feel it. All right. He's gonna feel it. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So this is what we've been waiting for. All right. In the eyes of the Lord, this is righteousness. In the eyes of the Lord, this is why it's supposed to happen. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna end it off on something else. Jeremiah 51:24. It says, I will render unto Babylon, to all the inhabitants of the Chaldean, all the evil they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord. So all the evil they have done unto us, Zion means to Zion one, monument. All right, we're the monument of the Lord, something that He sees highly, despite He punished us. All right. Matter of fact, I knew it. Isaiah 47 and 6. It said, "I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance. I have given them into thine hand. Thou that showedest no mercy upon the ancient has thou verily heavily laid thy yoke." So the Lord allowed you to take us into slavery and do certain things, but you took it another level. So the Lord is saying, back to Jeremiah 51, all right, how important this scripture is, especially now, all right. It says, "I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of the Chaldeans." Rendering. Let's look up the word render. Oh, shalom. What is it? Render means shalom. Okay. It says shalom. Sorry. Shalom. Sorry. To be in peace. To covenant peace to be peace, one in covenant. So the Lord is gonna bring the peace. Okay. It says to complete, be finished, be ended, to be sound, be uninjured. All right. To complete, finish, to make safe, to make whole or good, restore, but make compensation, to make good, pay, to requite, to recompense, reward. It gets deeper. To be performed, to repaid, to be recouped, to complete, to perform, to make an end of. So the so the Lord said, I'm reading it, I will render, so make us complete, make us whole. All right, unto Babylon, right? Payback. And to all the inhabitants of the Chaldeans, all the evil they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord. So how the Lord's gonna pay these people back by doing the same thing they have done unto us and then some. All right. Behold, I'm against thee, O destroying mountain, which is the mountain is a government, saith the Lord, which destroyeth all the earth. I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks and will make thee a burnt mountain. So that's the destiny of America. The Lord is utterly going to destroy America for what it have done unto His chosen. Okay? So enjoy the moments that you have, you damn devils, because it's coming. And it's going to be real soon. You're going to have to pay for what you did to us. So that being said, shalom to the elect of the nation. Shalom.